If you have children who struggle with motivation and staying on task or getting distracted in school, it can be infuriating as a Catholic homeschooling parent to know what is your responsibility as their educational provider and what is their responsibility as the students. My name is Emily Brown, and I'm a life coach for Catholic homeschooling moms who want to have more peace and more joy and just fall in love with this call to homeschool that came from our Lord. I would love to share more about my work with you, the Happy Holy Mama membership, and you can find more details about that in the link below this video. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about what's your responsibility versus what is their responsibility. All right, the things that you are responsible for as their educational provider, their homeschool teacher, their principal, their counselor, all of the above. You are responsible for giving them access to educational opportunities. You are responsible for giving them support and feedback for the work that they're doing. And you're also responsible for providing them the opportunities to take responsibility for their own life, their own education, and their own choices. So you are responsible for giving them access to classes, to learning opportunities. So maybe that is you working with them one-on-one or in a group within your home, co-op classes, live in-person classes, online classes. You are responsible for providing those opportunities for them. You're also responsible for providing them the support, which also includes feedback, which again could be you as their one-on-one teacher, or it could be a tutor or a different teacher outside of your home. But giving them the opportunity to have the support that they need and the feedback that they need to know if they're doing well, if they're learning, if they're on the right path, that does fall within your responsibilities. And finally, your third responsibility is to give them the opportunities to try and maybe even to fail, which I know feels really hard and really scary because you want what's best for them. You want them to have a good future. You want them to have access to everything that they need in the future, but they really do have to choose it on their own. And that's really where we want to shift into talking from about what was your responsibility to what your children are responsible for, which is to choose to learn for themselves, to choose to have the things that they want and to have their own goals, which can be really hard for them if they've never been taught how to do that, or if they've never been given the opportunity to even think about that without a lot of pressure being put on them to have all the answers figured out right here and right now. And so what you can do to help them with that is to allow them the space to think, to take the time before they have to respond to you about what it is that they want to be doing or how they want to be doing it, be inviting them into conversation about how they want to be learning, how they want to fill their high school credits if they're a high schooler, or what kinds of things that they look forward to in the future. It's okay if they don't know the answers to that right now. Sometimes they just need a little bit of time to think about it. It's your job. We're going to go back to what's your job now. Your job is to be patient. Your job is to be encouraging, and your job is to give them the time and the support and the access to you to think those things through, to give them the time that they need to work those things out for themselves, maybe explore different opportunities, and to consider what might be possible for them in the future. If they've never been given the opportunity to do that, this might feel very uncomfortable to them, and they might fight back. They might push back on it, and they might not want to do it, and that's okay. It's not your job to push or to prod or to motivate. Okay, they have to have that internal drive for themselves, and that's not something that most people do on their own without giving themselves the opportunity or the time to find that internal motivation. And you as the mom can provide that time and that space for them. If you'd like to know more about how to do this, please come work with me in the Happy Holy Mama membership. You can find all the details in the link below this video. And I am praying for you. I hope you have a fantastic week. God bless.